In this video, we will be discussing about petty cash flow. Petty cash flow means we have studied earlier that journal is divided into special books, that is also known as day book or subsidiary books. And out of this, we have first started with the cash book, and cash book are also divided, that is subdivided. First, we have studied the simple cash book. Next, we have discussed about double column cash book, wherein two amounts column were there on the debit and the credit side of the cash book. Now comes the petty cash book, and this is a special form of cash book wherein petty cash book, petty expenses or small expenses are recorded which are of day-to-day nature. Actually, why this book is required? This petty cash book is required since in a business or in an organization, number of small payments or payment of small amount is also done, and these numbers are numerous. Various transactions are of very small amounts, and if we record all the cash transactions or the transaction in the cash book of small denomination, then what will happen? The cash book will become very cumbersome, or you can say it will also be difficult to manage or to look after all the accounts. So in order that the cash book do not look so cumbersome, a separate cash book, that is petty cash book, is prepared so that only petty expenses or small expenses are recorded in those books, and the balance of the petty cash book is after some time periodically that is transferred to the cash book, and it can be transferred weekly, fortnightly, monthly. It depends upon the number of transactions that are occurring during a particular period of time. So this petty cash book is prepared, and now this petty cash book is actually prepared on the impressed system, wherein impressed system, IMPREST. This petty cash book is prepared generally on the form of impressed system, wherein a fixed amount is given at a particular time, wherein a fixed amount is given at a particular period of time, and once this amount is being spent, means once this amount is being spent, and after say 1 week or 2 weeks or monthly, a fixed amount will be spent, means some amount will be spent out of the fixed amount. So balance amount will, whatever amount will left, say suppose here 2000 we have written, 2000 is given at a particular period of time, say beginning of the particular period of time, and after 2 weeks say 1500 has been spent, 50, and then 500 will be left. Out of this 500, since this is the impressed amount, that is advance amount which is given for a particular purpose. Advance amount which is given for a particular purpose is known as impressed amount. So this, out of this 2000, when after 2 weeks say 1500 has been spent, so 500 will be left. So the cashier, the head cashier, will reimburse, means provide 1500, so that now after 2 weeks again the balance will become 2000. Again the petty cash will be spending amount from this. After 2 weeks again, let's see, suppose 1400 or say 1700 has been spent. So 300 will be left. So after 300 is left, the head cashier will again reimburse, means give 1700, so that the new balance again comes to 2000. So every 2 weeks the amount which has been spent by the petty cashier will be reimbursed by the head cashier. In this way this process goes on, and the account, the petty cash amount is also transferred to the cash account also. The petty cash amount, whatever amount will be spent, that will be also recorded in the cash account also. Separately petty cash account is also prepared. Separately petty cash account will also be prepared when this petty cash book is prepared, and balance of this account, balance of this petty cash book will be transferred to the petty cash account also. Let's see how this one question I have written here, and how to solve this question. We will be solving this question on the board also now. This is the format of a petty cash book. This is the format of a petty cash book, wherein the left hand side is the debit side and right hand side is the credit side. Now on the left hand side, that is on the debit side, only the amount column is there. There is only one amount column. Moreover, date, particulars and voucher number. These are common column for both the debit as well as the credit side. There is the date, particular and voucher column. This will be common for the debit side as well as for the credit side. This is the credit side, amount for credit side. The amount for debit side is on the left hand side, amount for credit side is on the right hand side. These three columns, the date, particulars and voucher number, these are common for debit side as well as for credit side also. This is one thing. First amount, that is debit amount, debit side. Then date, particular, voucher, it will be common for the debit as well as the credit side. This is the credit side amount for the amount column. And beside this amount column, there are separate columns for various transactions. There are numerous transactions will be taking place in the organization, and transactions which are of similar nature will be grouped, will be written under one column. So there are various, these are the various expenses columns are there, various expenses will be there, and these will be grouped. And there will be further at the end, one more column will be added. There is not a fixed number of columns. It will depend upon the type of the organization, how many columns expenditure column will be there. These are few of the columns, one or more, two columns or two or three columns more can be added depending upon the type of the organization, and one column at the end should be for miscellaneous expenses. For miscellaneous expenses, there should be a separate column, so that whichever expenditure do not find place in any of the column which we have written here, that expenditure will be written in the miscellaneous. Whichever expenditure do not find any place in above in these columns, that is the four columns which we have drawn, or any other columns which are, so that type of expenditure which do not find any place here will be written in the miscellaneous, and last column will be for remark. Last column will be for remark. Now see how this transaction will be written in the petty cash book. First of all, let's see. On 1/1/2020 cash received. This cash will be received from the petty cashier, from the head cashier. This cash will be received from the head cashier. Now see what the journal entry will be. When we receive an amount from the head cashier, when the petty cashier receives the amount from the head cashier, the entry is petty cash account debit to cash account. This will be the journal entry. This will be the journal entry when cash is received from the head cashier and petty cashier receives the cash. The entry will be petty cash account debit to cash account. Now petty cash, since we are preparing this petty cash book, and petty cash book is being, petty cash account is being debited, so this amount will be written in the debit column. This is the debit side. In the debit side we will be writing here 2000 which we have received, and date is also mentioned 1/1/2020, 1/1/2020 we will be writing here. Then this is the petty cash account is being debited. So on the debit side we have written, date also we have written, and we will be writing to cash. Since on the debit side we write all the things with cash. On the debit side, whatever we write, it should be prefix. There should be a prefix, that is 2 is added. So petty cash account, in the petty cash book we will be writing petty cash account is being debited. On the debit side we will be writing to cash 2002 we have written. Now next we have seen is on 2nd of January. On 2nd, that is 2/1/2020. What is it happening? There is a refreshment expenses is there. When this expenditure will be paid, refreshment, here we will be writing expenses. So on the credit side, that is on the payment side. When we pay thing on the credit side, when we write, because this is the receipt side, this is the expenditure, this is the payment side. When we pay thing, we will be writing on the credit side. By on the credit side, whenever we write anything, we should start with by. So this expenditure is with regard to refreshment. Refreshment expenditure account. Now this refreshment column already we have done. So amount in the payment side we will be writing in the amount column, that is 200 is the disbursement. Amount column we will be writing. Beside the amount column, the separate columns which we have prepared for the various expenses, in that particular column also this amount should be written. That is in the replacement column also we will be writing. This is the debit column, this is the credit column. In the debit as well as credit, whenever we receive something amount, we will be writing the debit side. Whenever we are paying something, we will be writing in the credit side. But whenever we are paying something or expenditure is being made, beside the credit column, the separate expenditure column which we have prepared, in that separate expenditure column also things should be mentioned. The amount should be mentioned. Now, next is the on 2nd of January, again there is one more transaction. Two transactions is there. On 2nd there is again one transaction which is related with conveyance. Conveyance means this is related to traveling. So conveyance is there. Since it is a payment side we will be writing with by. That is on the credit side we will be writing by conveyance expense. By conveyance. Amount is 150. In the credit column we will be writing 150. Beside the credit column we will be also writing this amount in the separate column which we have prepared. There is a conveyance column also we have prepared. In the conveyance column also we will be writing 150. Now, next is on 4th of January, that is postage. 4/1/2020 postage. By postage. Since it is a expense, payment is being made, so we will be writing it with a by postage. Amount is 50. In the credit column we will be writing 50, as well as in the separate column, postage and telegram column. Separate column is there, so it will be also written in the postage and telegram column also. Next is printing and stationery on 6. That is on 6/1/2020. Printing and stationery, again some expenses is there. By printing and stationery. By printing and stationery. Expenditure is 40. In the credit column 40. Beside the credit column there is a separate printing and stationery column is there also there. So in front of this expense in the printing and stationery column also 40 rupees will be written. Next is traveling. On 12/1/20. By traveling. Amount is 160. Again credit side, payment side 160 we have written. And in the conveyance column, this is related with conveyance. Traveling and conveyance are almost one and the same. So in the conveyance column we should be writing here 160 also we will be writing again. The conveyance, that is, it is also a traveling expense. Conveyance is also a traveling expense. So the traveling expense should be written in the conveyance column itself, because it is also part of traveling expenses also. Now next is courier. Again 13/1/20. By courier expenses. By courier. Amount is 110. In the payment side 110. Now courier, since there is no special postage. Now postage and telegram is there. And courier is also related with this letter being posted, and some expenditure is made for courier services. Whether you are paying, so this is since part of the postage also, and we can write it because these are similar. Postage as well as courier. Means in both cases letters are posted. This is also part of the postage where letter is posted, and in case of courier also some letter or document will be, means you can say sent. So these are one and the same thing. So it will be written in the postage and telegram column also 110. Now come to telephone expenses is there. 14. On 14 there is telephone expenses. By telephone expenses. Since here you can see that there is no such expenses for telephone. Although it is there that postage and telegram is there. Also this is in telephone, and postage and telegram are also this postage and telegram. So telegram is similar to this telephone actually. Earlier these things were present. This telegram services was present, wherein the you can say this is a way of communication. Since telephone is also a way of communicating, telegram was also a way of communicating things in a written manner. Here the communication is done via you can say orally, but here the telegram, in case of telegram, the communication is through you can say printed media. You can say. So these are one and the same thing. So in the telephone, since 150 payment is there, expenses paid, that is on the credit side will be writing. Moreover, this amount will also be written in the 150 will be written in the postage and telegram section also. But it can also be written here also. If any expenditure, if these are the various expenditure, if they do not find place in any of the column, so miscellaneous expenses column will be used. But since it is already you can say similar to telephone expenses and telegram expenses are almost similar nature, so that is why it is not written in the miscellaneous column, but it should be there. It should be there whenever any expenditure do not find any place in any of the column out of the column which we have prepared, it should be written in the miscellaneous column. After the particular period, say suppose 2 weeks has passed, now the account will be, this book will be balanced. Now see how this balancing is done. First of all, this total will be done, the payment side. What is the total payment? See, 200, 150, all this payment is there. 2 plus this 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 860. The total expenses is 860. This is the total expenses. When we are totaling, the total expenses amounted to 160. Now, since this will be also the separate amount column, the separate expenditure columns, the account column will also be, you can say, total. Means totaling of this will be done. This is 200 only. It will come to 200. This is 310. 310. 200, 260, 200, 300, 310. It will also come to 310. It will come to 40. 2, 3, 310. This. Now the balance of all these three, all the columns should be equal to this also. Now see, 200, 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 3, 8, 800. And for 810, 820 plus 40, 860. Now total is again 860. It is a way of verification also. The amount, the total of this column as well as total of all these columns also should be equal. So already it is equal. Now since earlier we were having balance of 2000. Out of this 2860 have been spent. Now see. Out of this 2860 has been spent. How much is the remaining? 1140 is left. 1140 is left. So this balance will be carried to the next period. This balance will be carried. So here it will be written by balance carried down. It will be carried on which date? 14/1/2020. 14/1/2020 it will be carried. Now, and to balance brought down. This balance will be brought to the next accounting period, that is 1140. This will, the amount will be brought down to the next period, and it will be brought down on next date, that is 15/1/2020. After 14 the date will be 15. So whatever is the closing amount, this is the closing amount on 14. So on 15, that is on the 15th, the next day, in the early morning when accounts are you can say open, that is the balance brought down will be on that date will be again the same amount, and rest of the amount, the 860 which have been spent by the petty cashiers will be reimbursed on the same day. On the same day to cash account. Similarly, the cash which we have received earlier 2000, now the balance of this 860 will be received again to cash account, and now the full balance it will become now 2000 balance will become, and again the expenditure will start, means from the next accounting period that separate expenditure whatever expenses will be made, after 2 weeks again the balancing will be there. So this is a way of preparing the account. This is the way of preparing this petty cash book. In this way it will be prepared, and now the balance of this book and again become this 2000, 1140 plus 860. Now it has become 2000 again, just like in the beginning of the period, in the month it was 2000, again it has become 2000. Now expenses will be made, and after 2 weeks again the balancing will be done, and if whatever amount has been spent during the next period will again be reimbursed. This is all about petty cash flow.